Tonight's class is sponsored on behalf of Lilu Nishmat Avram Chaim Ben Yocheved and everybody else you have in your mind who passed away. You want to dedicate this class to them. The fact that you're learning, do so. Tonight's topic is goals. Okay, now last week we were here, I had Dr. Eric. We were talking about the same topic, but the reason I chose it again is because, dude, I can't explain to you. A person came to my shop today. He's not Jewish. He says, are you the owner of this barbershop? I say, yeah. He says, listen, my son, I can't find my son. He's been cutting school, he's not in school. For the past week they've been calling us. I heard he started to sell drugs. When he says drugs, I'm assuming he means he's selling weed. So, when I heard that, I said, listen, we run a program, it's called the KosherBoyz program, and obviously he's not Jewish, but it didn't matter. So I explained to him the situation. I said, you know why your son is selling drugs? Because he doesn't know what to do with his life. He doesn't have a schedule. You know what we do on Pesach? Everybody celebrates Passover here. What do we do on Pesach? What do we have to do? No, we have a Seder. What does a Seder mean? Thank you, it's an order. You have a Seder in life. You need to have a schedule. You wake up in the morning, what do? I bought myself something from the 99-cent store. It helps me out every single day. I use it every single day. It's a dry erase board. What do I do with it? In the morning, I plan my whole day. I write. I write, pray. Go eat. Go to the doctor. Go here. Go to work. Call this guy. I make myself a schedule. If you don't have a schedule, you will not be able to make any of your dreams come true. It's hard. Everybody's in school right now, and I know a lot of people are contemplating dropping out. I know. It's difficult. You guys feel like, oh, school is boring, I can't pass my tests. I understand. But the only reason you feel this way is because you don't have a seder. By show of hands, I want to pick on 2 or 3 people without you raising your hands. I want to ask 3 people their goals. I want them to explain to the whole class what their goals are. And don't think that you have to be embarrassed by saying it. And the person I'm going to choose is the person that's talking, which happens to be my brother. Ellie, please tell me your goals. I didn't hear you. What'd you say, Ellie? That's it. Great. Moshe Chaim? You see what I'm saying? Don't for a second think it's only you guys. Everybody has this problem. If you don't have a seder, you don't have a system, you're just wasting time. To me, the most shameful thing in the world that hurts me, it actually gets me into depression, is wasted time. If I woke up in the morning, I ate breakfast, and the whole day just passed by like this, I'm so upset I can't even begin to tell you. I got nothing done. Did I make money today? No. Did I talk to Hashem today? No. Did I do anything nice for anybody? No. What did I do? I'll show you where you at, bro. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm telling you, it's nothing new under the sun. Dr. Eric last time was talking about jobs, and he said something so important. He said something about 3 people you should be with. Somebody that you can help, somebody who's beneath you, and somebody who you can learn from. The majority of my friends, if you haven't noticed, they're all older than me. 10 years older than me, and I'll tell you why, because I used to like to hang out with older people. The older people that you hang out with, you start to take their mannerisms, the way they act, the way they conduct themselves. You're like, yo, I want to be like that guy. Look, he drives a nice car. Wow, he's sophisticated, he's married, look at him. You need to have people that you look up to. If you don't, you're going to be stuck in the same place. There's many people that contemplate dropping out of school. Listen, I could say this on camera, I don't mind. I know many people who dropped out of school and they're successful. But I'll be honest with you, I dropped out and it's very hard. It's very, very hard. Instead of going to school, you could become a registered nurse. You could do so many things. You could be a doctor, a lawyer. Like there's no limit for Baharian people today. You could be whatever you want. You need to have a goal. You need to hang out with people who are going to better you. Don't hang out with little kids. What are you doing hanging out with 15, 16-year-old kids? Why are you hanging out with each other? You have 1 or 2 friends in your life. Everybody else is an acquaintance. Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody's your friend. The people that you're chilling with right now, I can almost promise you, 90% of them are not going to be your go-tos when you get older. It's the truth. I was going to bring you guys this little dry erase board, but I'm going to save it for next week's class. I wanted to set up a program where I hand out some sheets and everybody wrote their numbers because I know there's a lot of people that don't have jobs. And I wanted to be able to make sure that we could help you get a job, whether it be a girl to be a receptionist or a babysitter, because first of all, the girls, it's much easier for you guys to get a job. There's people that need, my babysitter's here, first of all. People need babysitters. Please write your numbers down and make sure you guys are occupied. In a good religious home, you take care of the kids, you make some money off of it. This class is not only for you to better yourself, we want you to grow. It's financially, spiritually, everything. The boys, I want to know the truth. How many of you have jobs, realistically? Good. I want by next week for everybody to pick up their hands. There should be no excuses. But I'm going to tell you one thing you'll never forget. I had my barbershop when I was 17 years old. I'm not going to say how I got it because it's not really cool. Don't ask me where I got the money. It wasn't really kosher money. At that time, I opened up a barbershop at 17 years old. And I'm thinking, yo, I'm 17, I'm driving a car, I got money, everybody knows me. I wasn't making money. I wasn't. It was all facade. I wasn't making no real money. And I'll never forget, it was like a year and a half I was into my business. I saw there was no money coming in, and I wasn't on the derech. I wasn't talking to Hashem at all. And I said, you know what? Let me put on tefillin today. And I swear to you, I put on tefillin. As soon as I take off my tefillin, some guy walked in with a big bag full of gold. He says, hey, you guys buy gold? Now, you could think about it from a selfish aspect. Oh, yeah, so you're praying so Hashem can give you money? No. You're praying so Hashem can give you everything. I see people, they come to shul in shorts and a tank top. Would you go to court like that? No. Why do you come here like that? Sometimes I'm ashamed. You know, there's a rule, so you can't even walk in with a short sleeve shirt. And when I walk in, I'm embarrassed. The people be like, oh, Avi, be chazan. I can't be chazan. How am I going to pray like this? How am I going to pray like this? You need to have a seder. I was watching a movie. Yes. Just happens to be that I watch movies every now and then. I watched a movie called Coach Carter. This is a movie about a whole basketball story, about a bunch of troubled kids in a neighborhood, and they wanted to play basketball, the grades weren't so good, so there was one coach. And the coach is very hard on them. But he's not hard on them to destroy their character. He's hard on them because he wants to make them better people. I see a lot of you guys on the street, and you see that I'm upset at you if I see you on Shabbat, you're not doing the right thing. I'm not upset at you. I'm disappointed at you because I know your potential. You're wasting your time. You ever hear this? If I can go back 10 years and I know what I know now, you know what I would do? How many times you guys heard this? If I was your age, you know what I would do? Everybody says that. Did you want to be that guy too? Get it done now. Get it done now. Make it a seder. You know, there's a chiyuv. It's you chayav every day to learn Torah. Every single day a man's supposed to learn Torah. I'm not asking you to sit down, bang your head like this. Learn Torah. No. Even if you get one message from the KosherBoyz chat group, you listen to one thing, you read one quote, something for the day. You didn't waste your day. All day, what are you doing? It's either you're burning or you're chilling in the park, you're going to this guy's house, talking crap about this girl, about that guy. What did you guys do? You're wasting your time. You know, the people I grew up with when I was younger, I really don't hang out with them right now. I mean, we're acquaintances, we're good friends, we have memories, we talk about, remember we used to do this, remember that, remember this, we gossip a lot, say a lot of lashon hara. And I notice every time I hang out with them, there's nothing positive. No Torah, no positivity, no kosher food, only lashon hara. People talking crap about each other behind the backs. For what? Why'd I come here? You didn't benefit me spiritually, you didn't help me financially, you didn't help me emotionally. Why'd I come here? What are your goals? What are you going to do? It is not a game. Everything is more advanced now. It's not like it was before. Even the parks are not the same. We grew up in the park. There wasn't so much drugs. There wasn't so many men and women looking for attention. There wasn't 65 selfies taken in 1 week in the same face. We didn't have that. They didn't have that. I'm telling you, they didn't have that. Right now you're living in a very troubled time. You need to have a filter. You need to have a seder in your life. People are not going to tell this to you in the street. Don't expect for your parents to tell you this either. They're busy. They're busy. Why? Because they have a multi-million-dollar home they bought for you to be good. But you got to do your due diligence too. They put you in a yeshiva. You think everybody likes school. Who likes school? It's hard. Who likes school? It's hard. But you go there to get something out of it. People go to work for money. People go to school to get a degree. Why? So you can go and take care of yourself. But I'll tell you, ultimately, no matter how hard you work, remember that money comes from Hashem. In the past 7-8 months, this year was the most horrible year for me. The most horrible year. Baruch Hashem. And I'm telling you, I took major losses. Anybody who knows what I'm talking about, who knows me, I took major losses this year. I'm happier than ever. I look better than ever. I feel better than ever. You know why? Because at the time where you're at the bottom, the only way you can go is up. Only way you can go is up. No such thing as bad. Gamzu Torah. Something bad happened to you, it's happened for the best. I want you guys to make a seder with your life. Don't waste it. Multiple people, I don't care. You can all call me every single day. You need my help. You guys see me in the street. Most of the guys that see me by my barbershop, they know. Black, Spanish, doesn't matter. I come outside, I stop a fight. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish. I'll make sense to them. Am I wrong or not? You see me do it multiple times? If these people, the Goyim, are listening to us, maybe you guys should too. You don't gotta be ashamed to walk around with a yarmulke. I don't care. So what? Look at me. What's up? I got a yarmulke on, yes. I also live in a $1.5 million house. My parents are alive. I'm proud to be Jewish. I have a seder in my life. People ask you, what do you are? Real quick, what do you say? Huh? What do you say? Jewish. Why do you have that title if you don't walk the walk? What do you do that you're Jewish? What do I do that I'm Jewish? I curse. I talk lashon hara. I talk crap about people. What differentiates me than anybody else? I don't understand. What makes me any different than anybody else? What makes me different than anybody else? Very simple. Mitzvot. I have a friend, he wakes up every morning, you know what he says? HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, please give me the opportunity to help somebody today. I really want to help somebody. Let me do a mitzvah. Somebody needs, I want to help somebody. Me personally, I'm a drug addict. I'll tell you why. My drugs is helping people. I will drop everything that I have to do, and it causes me a lot of problems in my life. But I feel good about it. Help as many people as you can. Take mitzvot upon yourself. Don't come to this class to eat, talk to your boys, look at girls, and bounce. Vice versa. Vice versa. Don't come here to get nothing done. You come here, take something with yourself. Girls, take modesty upon yourself. Baruch Hashem, I see all the girls in here, they're always modest. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. The men, I urge you, get yourself where you're supposed to be spiritually. If you need my help, take my number, call me. Avi, I need help with this. If I cannot help you, I will direct you to a place where they will help you. It's okay. So what I wanted to tell you is, without further ado, before I finish this class, we have a few performances. I wanted to bring a very dear friend of mine who I've seen spiritually grow. And I'll tell you why. Not only did he grow, but I grew off of him growing. Very talented writer, very talented poet. Please give a round of applause for my dear friend, Jacob Gabriel SIVAN.
Hey. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Yeah, take off. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Give another round of applause for my man Jacob.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, before I start, I want to just say a few words. Before I start spitting, I know you guys came for that only, but I have some things I want to say. Avi told me to come speak about goals. Now, I'm the last person you guys should probably be speaking to about goals, because honestly, I don't have my priorities straight, and I haven't since I was a kid. But you know what? There's always a place you could start, I took down recently, the day he called me, I took the time to sit down and see what my priorities actually are. I sat down and started to write a few things that I wanted to accomplish just for the year. Let's start off small, just for the year, not for my whole life. So I'm gonna just take a few minutes to read to you guys what I wrote down that I want to accomplish this year. And I hope every single one of you go home and maybe take out a piece of paper or put it in your phone, put it in your computer, wherever you like to write. Put down what you want to accomplish just for this year, okay? Keep it. So number 1 on my list was be closer with your family. That was number 1. I wrote a little note for myself. Jacob, if you want to be close with your family, you need to spend time with them. Respect them, love them, care for them, and show them that your actions speak louder than words. You ever heard that saying in poetry, show don't tell? So it's just like that. I wrote a couple steps that I can take to accomplish this goal. Keep in touch with mom and dad. Call my grandma and grandpa occasionally. Ask them how they're doing. Be respectful. Be responsible to the people. Be respectful and responsible to the people around you. Treat them like you want to be treated. Help your family with things around the house. Be a part of the team. Ask mom and dad if they can help you in any way to accomplish your goals. Your parents will be the first people there to help you with that struggle, whatever it is. Your parents will always have your back. I wrote another little note for myself. A family is like a car. It has pieces. Each one of you is a piece. And your brother's a piece, and your sister's a piece, and your mom's a piece. And a car doesn't move if one piece is broken, right? So you all gotta move together. That was my first goal. My second was finish my album, because I love music and that's a huge passion for me. Thank God for my parents. Like I said, parents will be the first to support you. My parents did not always support me, but one day when they saw me perform in front of people for the first time and they saw that the reaction that I had towards the people and how they were all, pretty happy, I made them smile. So my parents immediately changed their view and their outlook on what I do, and now they support me with all their heart. I wrote down a little note. If you want to finish your album, you gotta have original songs. That's what this world has come to. You can't remix anybody's songs. Remixes don't make hits. You gotta have original stuff. The album is a long-term and a short-term goal, but it's not your priority. Why? Not a priority because you gotta take it step by step. You gotta perfect it. You can't rush anything. You can't rush what you love. Though you love music, you gotta realize that you need the money to fund it first, right? So get a job, like Avi was saying. Get a job. Remember, Jay-Z didn't make it till 26, and Eminem didn't make it till 27. So we got time. We got time. Just prioritize. So I wrote down a couple steps. I keep writing, I keep learning, and I keep listening to music, because when I listen, I learn. I'm sure when you listen to music, you memorize the lyrics, right? Especially a song that you like. Same goes for me and people who like to write. We not only memorize the lyrics, but we memorize how the artist said it, because it's very important. It's not what you say, it's how you say it in this world. My third goal, I'm a reckless driver, guys. I got some issues on my driver's license. I gotta take some of that stuff off, and I gotta go to the DMV, figure all that out. So my third goal was to fix the issues with my driver's license. I put some steps that I could take to help myself finish those goals. Wear your seatbelt at all times, safety first. Follow laws and regulations. If it says no turns on right or no turn on red, don't turn on red, guys. Try to get a PPA, ask your friends. Get some lawyers, take care of your tickets, and just drive carefully. Be safe, guys. You don't want to be multitasking. I've seen a lot of people get into really crazy accidents, including myself. One time I flew off the highway on the ramp because my brakes stopped working, so. Be careful, guys. It's not always about you driving. The people around you also can be very, very dangerous, And the last thing I wrote from my yearly goals were to get my weight up. I used to be a really serious gym rat in high school. I used to be pretty, not big, but I was a little stocky. I had 20 more pounds on me. I got really sick one time and I lost all of it. But I never had that drive to go back to the gym like I used to. So my last goal was to get my weight up. I had to go back to the gym. I wrote myself to eat right, to eat more often, drink more water, work out 5 times a week at least. Don't slack. Count your calories and carbs. Focus. Don't quit. And prioritize. Don't play PS4 or Xbox, guys.
See, a lot of people think this is funny, but at least he has a seder. He wakes up, he has something he's gonna do. Not waking up, it's 10 o'clock, did you put on the film?
Yes, 100%. This is my order. I wrote this down only because Avi reminded me. It was a huge reminder. Thank God for Avi's reminder. What are my goals? What are your goals? Really, go to your room tonight or go to your bathroom, wherever your mirror is in your house, and look at yourself in the face. Are you happy with what you see? Are you? Be sure about that. And then whatever you want to accomplish, write those steps down to go achieve those goals. Now, that being said, I got a little something written. I got 2 little something written for y'all. One's for Avi. The first one's gonna be for Avi. You don't know why in a second.
Okay.
You could cut the music, yeah. Okay.
Give him a round of applause. Make some noise for him, man. It's not easy to write poetry, let alone to perform it. So listen carefully, please. He's a good writer.
Flushing, Queens, I was born and raised. Come to underground barbershop, get that fade. Major key with the bevel blade. Have you looking so cool but hot like flames. Played it safe all my life, I got nothing to lose. Chilling with Esco tunes and enjoying the view. The world changing around me, I don't know what to do. Everything in different shapes, colors, sizes, and hues. Yet we are all coexisting, looking for assistance. Lend a helping hand to your brothers and sisters. Me, I'm just looking for somebody to listen. At the same time, I'm trying to stay different. See, that's what makes me me. Makes you you, so don't walk around doing the same stuff that I do. That's unoriginal, highly irresponsible, little bit irrational. That's cause I'm an animal eating these rappers. Wait, just call me a cannibal. Life feel like a movie, so shout out to like the Hannibal. Wait, life is a movie, so don't mess up your audition. You only live once, only life that you're given. I know you try to get in with all that pretending, but now I see the reason why you were neglected. I've always pictured my life with a happy ending. Perfect girl, perfect life with that perfect wedding for my princess. Yes, that perfect present. 5-carat princess cut diamond, no imperfections. Plus the car goes, there's a Rolls in the Bentley, suicide doors. I like expensive with the entry. You dig?
Encore.
So, I want to lighten up the mood with that one a little bit, so I got another one written for you. It's a little more serious. This is Manny's favorite. Look. The world is changing, it's becoming something different. Everybody wanna trust, but nobody's staying committed. And it's really a matter how you decide to depict it. But I know it's better to give than to be gifted. Pass me the paper, taking note of what the stakes are. The older I get, the more expensive my mistakes are. Keep a close watch, 2 eyes on the radar. Watching out for them fake, shady traders. But girl is a girl. And a lie's a lie, so you wasn't really down. They say everything's a cycle, it'll come back around. In that case, I wanna go back and make my mama proud. Go away, take some things she allows, and go back to high school with the mindset I have now. Now I see what was funny, I was acting a clown. See, my head was in the clouds, only puffing aloud. But now it's more like decisions of life, options, potions. One door closes and another one opens. And if life's about the money, then I'll stack on my tokens. Going through the waves, sentimental emotions. And if that's the case, I've been swimming through an ocean. If you still with me here, you've been through some commotions. Gotta lead by example, propel everybody up. We take the mantle together, then we'll all rise above. That's one love.
Give one more round of applause for my man Jacob. Like I said, it's not easy to write poetry, you have no idea.
Thank you, love you guys, KosherBoyz. Have a good night.
And before we leave, I'm gonna do one song, then I'm gonna finish up with this lecture. The song is called Blind. I want everybody to listen to the lyrics. Girls, boys, or I should say ladies and men. Check. Yeah. All my life I was blind, and I see what I see. All my life I was blind, I just can't go on, no. All my life I was blind, and I see what I see. But I was blind, I just can't go on. Yo, if you wanna be a queen, you gotta respect your king. This is real life here, no games, the real thing. A lot of people want that wedding, a nice dress and a ring. To me that's all fake, that's why I call it a fling. I need a partner in crime, one who stick through the times. I'm talking Bonnie and Clyde, somebody right by my side. Not a person who worsens the way I'm feeling inside. You gotta give them your time, but if you don't, it's a crime. Feel like I'm living a lie with with all the stress on my side. That's why I'm praying to God so I can just clear my mind. But I'm a sucker for time, which too much stuff on my mind. That's why I'm broken and hoping that I am given a sign. Frustrated, feeling faded, complicated and debated. Not the greatest, kind of famous. Love my kids cause they the greatest. Imitated, duplicated. I'm just happy that I made it. You love me cause I'm out here preaching knowledge to the brainless. Yes, all my life I was blind, and I see what I see. All my life I was blind, I just can't go on, no. All my life I was blind, and I see what I see. But I was blind, I just can't go on, no, no. No more, no more, no more. Close your eyes and try to believe that you're living a dream, but you need to break free. We just need to believe. Close your eyes and try to believe that you're living a dream, but you need to break free. Sing it. All my life I was blind, and I see what I see. Ellie, where you at? All my life I was blind, I just can't go on, no. All my life I was blind, and I see what I see. But I was blind, I just can't go on. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you guys coming. There's a lot of people in the community that watch this class. They've seen this class grow. But I want to tell you one thing. I beg of you, and you heard what I said? I beg of all of you. Don't come to this class and waste time. Take something from it. I'm not asking you to change overnight. Change slowly, but do it. Once again, thank you for coming to this class.